Hello again, whiskey friends. Thanks for joining everybody for another Whiskey Wednesday and a very special Whiskey Wednesday. This is a special April birthday celebration. It is my birthday, but very recently, so many of us in the community have had birthdays as well, including one of our special guests, Katie Turk. It was just her birthday a few days ago. There was also Chris David, Mark B, MJ. Man, Todd Ritter just celebrated one a little bit ago. There have been a lot of April birthdays. So this is a celebration for everybody. And I've got a few tricks up my sleeve as we go through this, one of which I will start right after the intro video. So thank you for joining us today, Whiskey friends. Let's kick off the show. All right. Well, before we get started, it is a birthday, and a birthday always deserves a whiskey wheel. So I'm going to give this a spin to kick things off. And then everybody behind, as I pull you on, let us know what you're drinking. And everybody in chat, drink along as well. But this will be the pour to have a few sips on while we say hi to everybody. Oh, we're getting malty. All right. Get malty, everybody. Interpret that as you will. Either a scotch, something high malt, but you got to pick something there. And everybody is scrambling around the room. I am definitely going to be drinking, I think, a Driftless Glen. I think that qualifies. Driftless Glen sounds good. All right. So I'm going to get some Driftless Glen in. And I think Kelsey knows what he's got. So I'm going to pull on Kelsey first. Kelsey, what are you going to be drinking on wheel spin?
One of your favorites.
Oh, that's such a better choice.
6-year malted rye. It's one of my favorites too.
So. Oh yeah. Okay, you swayed me.
Actually, I'm going to finish up this turkey that I just opened from. This is in honor of Todd's birthday. So this is I think it's a 98. At least that's what it says on the top. I don't really know, to be honest with you, but I'm going to finish that out, and then I'm going to go to the malted rye.
I know you poured that, and I was like, I'm going to do it anyway. All right, you switched my answer. I'm
there you go.
The sherry finished. Pop this one up while we were in Indianapolis this past weekend, but we'll talk about that as we pull everybody else on. All right, Darrell, you ready for this? What are you drinking, buddy?
So I stepped away when you spun. I'm not sure what. I did see you grab a wheel.
Get malty.
Malty. So anything that's malt?
Anything that's malt, high malt, single malt, malted rye.
So we're doing this on top. Holy crap.
Hey, just a little pour. Just a little pour while we say hi to everybody.
All right.
Come on. We usually take 15 minutes to get started.
Let me pour a little bit of this back into this glass here. And rinse this out. I'm gonna go get more Glens.
All right. Since Darrell's still thinking about it, Ethan and Katie, I'll bring you on. What are you gonna get malty with?
Oh, yes. The new riff as well. Nice.
Yep.
I can pull that.
Well, it's funny because she had actually pulled a Driftless Glen, and y'all both went for new riff. So the rye shelf is right here.
Kelsey set a trend.
Yeah,
it's hard to resist.
Such a good pour, man. Both of those, the regular 6-year and then the sherry finish as well.
Yeah, I mean that's what we always say about Kelsey. He's like a whiskey hipster. So
I don't know about that.
Dude, well, we just got back from a trip from Indiana here. All of us got to have some good in-person time this past weekend. Did pick at Backbone, which we'll have some more details on as everything gets confirmed. Also had just an amazing trip at Hard Truth. But curious as we go around, what was everybody's favorite moments here? Whether it was at the distilleries or at the Airbnb or anything? What was your favorite moment? Start with you, Kelsey.
Man, that's a hard one. I think it was probably actually honest to be at Hard Truth. The grounds were just incredible. The day was beautiful. Couldn't ask for a better day. And we got to go into the rack houses and drill on top of tasting some stuff that isn't even released yet. So that to me was probably my favorite moment.
All right. How about you, Darrell?
I was mentioning that a little earlier. Yeah. And for me, it was Hard Truth as well. They just, like I told you guys, man, they wine and dine you over there, man. It's a great spot to be at. And on top of that, like you said, Kelsey, the weather was great. And that just plays a big part of it because the grounds are so nice that you kind of want to experience some of it outside, versus everything inside. But it was just a beautiful day. Like we got rained on pretty much the first 2 days we were there. Then it was like 75 or so it felt, and perfectly sunny, tasting through barrels, enjoying outside. Like it was just, that was a highlight. I love that place. And I love their whiskey.
Absolutely.
All right. Let's keep going around. How about you, Katie?
I mean, that was definitely a highlight, but I think just being able to be with everybody, get that FaceTime and like sit around, talk and catch up. I mean, this is great, but they're nothing beats in person.
Yeah.
And hugs from all of y'all. So
And chili.
Yeah. In addition to us on screen, we got to hang out with Dusty Dan all weekend. Chris David, Chris from Bourbon of the Week, Chris's brother-in-law Dave, and then got Bourbon for a little bit. So we had a pretty good crew.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was a lot of fun, and getting to hang out with Chris and Dave was a highlight for me too, just because I've only got to meet Chris the one time when we had him on the channel, but it's fun having I don't know, he kind of seems more like a New Yorker than a Philly guy. I don't know, maybe I just don't know people from Philly, but he kind of has that Northeast kind of swagger and accent, which I enjoy, and brutal honesty as well. I like that.
Mm-hmm. He got a good taste for us too. I think Friday night when we started doing the blind pours, he was just like, "Oh, you guys just do this all the time?" Like, yeah, this is what we do.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think it was just me first, or me and you. Then he's like, "Shit, pull me one." Then Ethan got in, and like, yeah, it was fun.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Well, how about you, Ethan?
Honestly, I'm gonna say Backbone. That's like the quintessential pick that everybody wants to go on, right? Where you're wandering around in the barrels, you're squeezing through to find a specific one, you're drilling barrels. Like that's the coolest way in the world to do a pick, right? So many people have done the 3 samples and you try them in a glass and everything, but whiskey tastes different in a rick house. It just does.
Cheers, Jay. Yeah, definitely Northeast swagger. That's for real.
And if it shows up, we got this great picture of Ethan. Oh, it's gonna let me hide myself.
Look at that.
It's not gonna show. But he was
That sexy man.
you can't really see it, but he's up.
There you go.
There it is.
There you go.
So Ethan got sprayed a bit by a barrel.
Yeah, that was Adam's fault. Oh, that's who y'all didn't name.
Yeah,
That's a shame. Adam Shelton.
Adam.
Oh, Adam. I didn't
Can't
mention
forget
Adam. I missed Adam.
Shame on you, Jeff.
Sorry, Adam. I'll give you extra big hugs. I'll make up for the goodbye hug and then get a hello hug next time I see you in a few weeks.
I'd even put 2 and 2 together when you started naming people. Like, geez, forgive me too.
I tried so hard too. I played it in my head like 3 times and I was like, I got it. And then I
It's
missed it.
hard with that many people. And I knew we were forgetting somebody, but I couldn't remember who until I started thinking about being covered with whiskey. And I was like, oh, it's because it was Adam's fault.
What about you, Jeff?
You know what? I always go back to the moments where we just get to hang out at the Airbnb. We brought, since I was able to drive and Ethan and Katie were able to drive, we ended up having way too many bottles. It was probably 40, 50 bottles that we accumulated. And that's probably being nice to ourselves.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was a lot more. But But I don't know, just going around, hanging out with everybody, just sipping on them, and then playing shuffleboard. I always love those moments where we're either playing shuffleboard or playing cards.
Yeah,
Something fun like
shuffleboard
that.
was fun. That was my first time ever playing too. That's a fun game.
I think D's naturally a shark at everything that he plays. He plays it off like he's not going to be good, and then he dominates everybody. That's just how it goes.
You know, he held me up for like 2 games, and then I won us like the next 3.
Hey, teamwork makes the dream work. Oh man, but games like that I'm decent at. You know, when I got to use my hand, it comes down to being a bowler, man.
We got 56 people in here. Kelsey, you were kind of clicking on things. Why don't you say hi to some people, then we'll kick off the flight itself.
All right, let's get into some of this.
The colors.
As soon as I can get the computer to do what it wants. There we go. Top Dog, happy birthday. Jeffrey.
I know that logo. Can you see it?
EJ, happy birthday to all those with birthdays today. Tony Bag of Donuts, birthday cheers, whiskey friends. There's Drifting Drams is in here. Cheers, Ethan. Let's see. Whiskey Uncensored, excuse me. He's kind of uncentered as well, but cheers, Ben. He's in here. Let's see. Norseman's in here. Cheers, buddy. I know that he wishes he could have been there with us. That's for sure. We talked about that. The Better Turk is in here as well. Mama Bear Turk. I should rename. Mama Bear Turk was on in full force this weekend.
I don't think I could turn a corner without Katie giving me a cup of coffee.
Yeah, it was incredible. J.A. Sells Boston is in here. Sugar Kitty, Andy Road, Ricardo is in here. Christine Vasco, cheers. Where's the other birthday boy himself, Mark B?
Yeah, Mark.
That one.
I said
cheers.
Mark. Yeah.
Major Zero. Trevor Kunkel is in here. Cheers, Trev.
Yeah, cheers, Trev.
Yeah, been a bit, man. Cheers.
Trev, you'll relate to me, but I'll be being cheered at all weekend.
T. Garrett. Stacy is in here. Cheers to you. JG, the legend himself, is in here. Bourbon Neophyte is in here. Cheers to all you magnificent whiskey people. Cheers to you as well. Christopher David, cheers, buddy. It was really, really fun to meet you, man. I had a blast hanging out with you. And if you're ever around Chris, you never need to be anywhere close to him to hear him. He is a very loud talker. And Chris, I love it. I could be in the next room and totally hear the conversation as long as it was just him talking. Because he was always right there. It was in the middle and in the mix of everything. Cheers to you.
I just loved how competitive he was. He was like, shuffleboard, let's do this. Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome. So much fun having him around, getting to meet him in person. A Spirited Life. Cheers. Hello.
Cheers, Mark.
Yeah. Cheers, Vasquez.
Yeah, in here, Mark. Russell is in here. Cheers. I love that dog picture. Beautiful dog. Shauna Marie D. Cheers to you. Good to have you in here as always. Let's see here. Roy Ardos Cocktails. Whiskey Nose Marty Party is in the house. Good to see you, Marty.
Yeah,
What's up,
cheers,
Marty?
Let's see. Doug H., our Cajun buddy down south in Louisiana. Good to see you in here. I just had some crawfish last weekend, not this past weekend, the weekend before. Holy cow. Those things were so big I could eat the claw meat out of them. It was incredible. I miss Cajun food, though. Let's see. Andy, what's going on, buddy? 21090 is in here.
Old line.
You guys Andy had a birthday this week, too, didn't he?
Yeah, his was yesterday.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cheers. Yeah. Cheers to you. Happy birthday, Andy. I think we're getting close to being caught up here. Tim Cornet is in here. Cheers to you. Henry Turner, my buddy in Arkansas. Cheers to you, Henry. Having a drink with us tonight. John Kranz is in the house. And we're getting close. Let's see. Big Vic, there he is. Cheers to you, buddy. Mentioned Jay earlier. I know he's getting ready for a big stream tonight. I know that he likes to listen in and lurk. So cheers to you, buddy. Peter B is in the house. Tiller's Bourbon is in the house as well. Let's see who else. I missed anybody. Brian, where have you been, buddy? Usually in here early. Cheers to you, bud.
Cheers, Brian.
Oh, he's inside from mowing the grass. That's where he's doing. He's mowing the grass, doing his job there. Then we have a birthday gift super chat from Mark B. Cheers. With 3 to Sean Marie and Richie Z each. So there we go.
Oh, thank you so much, Mark.
Thanks, buddy.
Appreciate you, Mark.
That was really, really nice. Let's see. Big Vic is in here too as well. Cheers, B-Day boy. You're going down home. Homie, let's go.
I think we might be doing that Monday. I don't know if we confirmed that or not, but I got Vic in the next round of Dusty Dance tournament. So Vic and I don't know who's his partner going to be. I don't know. I can't remember.
Vix, I think it's going to be.
Was it Chris that?
Chris or Ethan? I think Vic said Ethan.
I think Ethan might have. I don't know. Somebody signed up. It's going to be a surprise. They're going to keep us in the dark until the last round.
Probably.
Let's see. Copperwolf. Brian, cheers to you, buddy. I just saw you sneak in here.
Brian.
It's that classic wrestling angle where you don't know the partner until the music hits.
Top dog. Happy birthday, Jeffrey. Nice shirt, Darrell.
Yes, sir. Thanks, buddy.
I want one of those like Adam had. Those were cool.
So for the super chats tonight, we will have 4 winners. I will be doing a flight. It'll be mostly blind, but I'll have this in there that will be marked. 50 occasion and 50 April birthdays. I'll give you some 2019 birthday bourbon here.
Awesome. Toshi Bait, good to see you back in here, bud. Richie Z, the legend, is in the house. Cheers to you, buddy. I think we're getting close. No, Gary Franchi snuck in on me. Cheers, Gary. Worst Bourbon Channel. Cheers, man. If you haven't checked it out, go do so. You'll get a definitely laugh. It's a lot of fun watching this stuff. Yeah, I think. Oh, Travis. I didn't see Travis sneak in. Cheers, Travis. I think that's it. And then Troy.
Yep.
From Baker Drinks. Cheers, man. In for the win. It was great to hang out with you guys, too. Thank you so much for the samples. I did get them. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Got mine yesterday.
In for the win.
Paul P is in the house. Cheers, Paul P. And I think we're just about caught up. Bourbon of the
I
week.
think we're caught up. Oh, there's Chris. Cheers, Chris.
Cheers, buddy. Nice to have you in the house. Mark B. Oh, wait. 2 for Katie, Turk, and me because we're awesome. Henry's in for 1 as well. I think we're caught up. It should be good.
Awesome. So thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for being here. We're about to go through a blind flight that I curated because I needed to be a bit in control as much as I can because I'll have a long weekend here coming up and I got to make sure I don't get in trouble, but which I probably will anyway. But as mentioned, we are going to have 4 winners on the super chats. The blind flight that I'll give away will be mostly blind. There'll be a blind in it. And then the side sample will be the Old Forester birthday bourbon from 2019. Kelsey, what are you giving away?
I am going to do a single barrel giveaway of Hard Truth. So I'll be doing some single barrels from them. I really like their stuff. I'll probably put a couple of the finished whiskeys in there too, since I have them open. So just kind of like a Hard Truth flight. Because if you guys haven't tried their stuff, I mean, my God, they're so good. Mm-hmm. Anything that I've had from them has been stellar, and I cannot wait to for them to release cask strength bourbon. So,
oh God,
killer stuff.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, the stuff that's coming off there still, I've never had better White Dog. I can honestly say I don't think I've had better White Dog than theirs, and it just translates over.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
Tasted like Captain Crunch berries, but the cereal part of it.
Yeah,
great.
Like identical to that.
It's crazy.
It's wild.
All right.
For myself,
how about you?
I'm gonna throw in a 3 sample blind flight with a extra pour that won't be blind of the Heaven Hill 18. Got to see if everybody's thoughts are unanimous on this bottle. So it's not bad.
No,
To me, it just
It's
doesn't
not.
live up to the hype that I expected, but maybe
Yeah,
it rubs somebody the right way. So that's going to be added into that. So a total of 4 samples, with that one being one of them.
All right.
Cheers, Lance. Good to see you in here, buddy.
What's up, buddy?
And then
Family are well. Good to see you, man.
Katie and Ethan are also going to provide a gift card to their delicious coffee.
Oh, by the way, I tried the new, is it the Honduras 2 that you sent me? Holy crap balls, that's good.
Yep.
That was really, really good. It reminds me of the Costa Rican that I sent you.
Oh yeah, the one
Yeah.
with blueberries.
Yes.
Nice.
It's very fruity. I loved it. It's really, really good.
Well, why don't we get into this flight?
Let's
I'm
do it.
scared now.
It is
He's
time.
got that mischievous grin.
Me?
Yes.
Oh,
Well,
no.
and I don't know if y'all remember, but he said he had some things up his sleeve, and
Yeah.
I just
we've
pulled out
only
the whiskey
seen one
wheel.
so far.
Well, the other two are my gun show. You know.
Oh, so just a little something up your sleeve. Got it.
Just a little. All right. Well, cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Thank everybody in chat for being here. We got 66 people in here hanging out with us.
Let's do it.
Ooh.
Cheers.
Ooh. Ooh.
Mm.
What happened there? Did I put this in the right order?
That
That smells like pencil shavings, Jeffrey.
pencil shavings.
Interesting.
What?
I didn't get that. Hold on.
I don't get that on this one. I
You
think we're
don't?
getting
I
that.
do.
We're getting that note in our head too much.
I know.
I had got like a finish vibe really quick, but kind of went away. Like it almost nosed like the new riff sherry for a quick second, but I'm not getting that now.
Come on down. You're the next
Can I
contestant.
have a birthday pour?
On the
There you
birthday
go.
pour is right.
It's really nice, though.
It is. It smells a little older.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get some nice.
That's what struck me too, Katie. At first, I was like, "Whoa, that's got some age on it."
Yeah.
Oh, I like that a lot.
Man, it's loaded with burnt caramel.
Oh wait, what?
Hmm.
I didn't pull anything off that first sip.
So, everyone, we are going to do the team game tonight. So, Ethan, Katie, Kelsey, and Darrell are going to work as a team to guess age, proof, type, finish, state, distillery, and bottle.
Here's our buddy Cheech. How you doing, bud? I hope you're feeling
Buddy,
Cheers, man.
better and healing fast.
it's a great stream
Oh.
yesterday. They raised
Yeah.
some funds, man. Everybody coming
Awesome.
together like always.
Yeah,
All right,
the
now the nose is opening up.
junkies were good on that. At some point, I started getting invited into like chats and everything too. I was like, "What's going on?"
Eric says 1 for me and 3 for Katie.
I appreciate it, but I don't. It's not going to be rigged, so I'm not going to take anybody's entries. I appreciate it though.
Is it drying to anybody else on the finish?
I don't really get drying. I just get muted flavor. Like I'm coming off of a Russell's single barrel and I had a sip of water, but I'm not really able to pull a definitive note on the palate on this, which is kind of odd for me.
I
And I
get
just went into it. I went for a second sip because I thought the first might have been diluted a little bit by water,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. Like it has me confused because I usually can pick up something and I'm not picking up anything. The nose, I can get some notes. Like it does come across a little bit more older. Nice oak. It's sweet. I can't see the finish being well over 100 if it's over 100. Like it drinks really easy to me, but I can't. I really
I'm
can't
getting,
pull any
I'm
notes.
getting some cherry on the palate up front, and then some caramel, like Ethan was saying. The oak, I'm not getting a lot of spice, but I do get quite a bit of oak on the palate too.
See, and I was gonna say I'm getting some rye spice, but that might be oak spice.
for type, we thinking bourbon, right?
I'm
Yes.
thinking bourbon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say high rye bourbon.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
we good
We got
with
got
locking
bourbon.
that in to kind of expedite these samples to an extent. Bourbon, we good? You good with that, Kelsey?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I think it's a little over 100. Do you guys agree that it's right at 100, or do you think it's a little bit over 100?
I think it's hovering right around there.
Okay.
See.
I'm wondering if it isn't something like the Calumet, like an older Barton. What do you guys think? Because it's right around that proof point. And I don't know if you guys think it has that much oak on it, like the 15 or 16 year.
I can see this being around. You okay, Navia? I can see this being around that age. I'm not getting flavor, dude. Like, it comes across oaky
Yeah.
and not youthful, but to me, like the flavor's just like, yeah, like I'm not really getting much, which is kind of weird because it
That's why I think it's
smells
low proof.
smells nice.
Well,
Yeah, I think 100.
I get more on
proof.
the I get more on the finish than anything, Darrell. So I
Yeah.
do agree with you, even though I'm not really in this. But yeah,
Yeah.
the flavor
I'm
shows up in
torn
the
on-
finish for me.
Yeah, it
the
drinks like
front and
100
middle-
proof,
Yeah,
maybe even
so
under.
that's where I'm
maybe
torn,
90.
right? The front and middle are a little bit lighter, but then there's that spice that lingers. You get that finish,
Mhm.
right? There's no hug to it at all, but that lingering spice is what's making me question the proof number.
What do you think in terms of state? It comes across to me as Kentucky. It doesn't taste like MGP
Yeah.
to me.
Agreed.
That's what I'm thinking.
Kentucky. Yeah. Okay.
Man, that
Okay.
cherry is building and building and building.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah. It's hitting more and more cherry.
and cherry for me is typically like Barton, right? But this doesn't remind me of high age Barton on the palate. Like every high age Barton that I got had a nice texture, and you can pull the flavor on the palate. Like you tasted it. This for me, I don't taste much. I don't think I've ever had a whiskey that's done that to me. So I'm pretty certain I don't own this whiskey, nor have I ever tried it. I don't think.
I think we broke Darrell over the weekend.
Yeah,
I think we did.
No,
it's
dude,
not nearly
like-
that light for me, Darrell.
It could have been the hazmat port. It just about burned a hole in my esophagus when I drank that.
Dude, I tasted all the
Jesus, that was
flavor
hot.
in this a little earlier. And I was good. Like I can taste this.
So you
It
did have
drinks fine. I
control
just
for
can't
it.
pull the flavor. That's the only thing.
Okay.
Like it drinks fine. That's I'm gonna save a little bit.
Yeah,
Darrell is
Why don't we
broken.
go
We'll see.
age now? Yeah, come back to
Age.
this one, Darrell, after a few more sips and stuff.
Yeah, I got a little bit left. I'm thinking like 14, 15. I think it's well aged, but you guys let me know what you think.
This reminds me of something from Heaven Hill too.
No.
The more that I sip on it.
I was thinking like 14 to 16 years, somewhere in that range.
Yeah.
But
Why am I getting like
yeah,
sherry?
I'm liking that 14 guess.
Where are you at, Kelsey?
No, I agree with that. That's why I was calling. That's the first thought that I had was Barton Calumet or something like that, 14, 15 years old. So I'm good with 14.
All right. What about
yeah,
proof?
we forgot to ask Darrell this.
Did Darrell drink coffee and like it? I
He
drank
didn't
coffee
hate it.
and I didn't despise it. It was actually no, not that makes it sound like it was like barely palatable. It was fine. Will I go out and search to drink coffee? Like probably not, but like I can drink that and not like
you
have to
wanted
pour it
something
out.
sweeter.
Yeah, I just needed a little bit sweeter, but it was fine. Like it's not to the point where you poured it and I was like, nope, I can't drink it here. Take it back. I actually could have drank a whole mug of it. So that does say a lot to to what these two are making over there. Because I definitely could have drank it. I just preferred something a little bit sweeter.
Now the search is on.
We didn't kick open the door, but we got it opened. We got it open that much, Mark B. All right. How about proof?
So what are we saying? 14 years? Was that the consensus?
Yeah. Man, I'm with you guys now after drinking a little bit. I think right at 100. Don't you guys think?
I thought 100 proof.
Yeah.
If it's not 100, I think it's maybe
102, 103.
A tad less.
Yeah.
If that, I'm thinking on the lesser side. Like, it just drinks too easy for me to really say it's higher, but I'm good at 100 proof.
Okay.
What about you,
right.
Ethan and Katie?
Yeah, they're good on 100.
I think hovering right around that 100 could go a little over.
Not finished as well, correct, everybody?
Yeah.
Give me a call.
Yeah, agreed. I don't think there's a finish here.
Ooh.
And I'm fine with 100. I would guess a little bit lower, but 100's fine.
It's late, baby grandma.
Distillery and bottle.
This keeps wavering between Beam and Heaven Hill for me. There's parts of it that make me think Heaven Hill, and there's parts of it that makes me think Beam.
I mean, we're team.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Katie's over here writing notes as if
Sorry,
y'all can't hear.
no, you're good. I was thinking, well, I've done like the distinct cherry note on a Kentucky Spirit recently.
Oh,
where's
okay.
Jimmy has that like cherry vibe to it, but I don't think it is. Like,
No, the Where's Jimmy for me is more brighter
Way fruity.
than this.
Yeah, way more fruity.
Honestly, this almost hits me like an Eagle Rare, but it's a little bit older.
So
what
Andy
about that?
Wood has this flight as well, so he's drinking along with everybody.
Oh, 2XO. Interesting.
I never had the, and I know you have it, Jeff, because I think it got displayed or you talked about it recently. I only bring it up because Katie mentioned turkey. What bottle is it that you have, Jeff? Is it the 2002? I
have the 2002 and the 2003 Russells. You're thinking of the 2003 that's like 89 proof, but
89
barrel proof.
Barrel proof.
mm-hmm.
And that's what, 16 years?
And that one's 16 years. Yep.
Okay, so we said bourbon, not finished.
He's gonna be
Kentucky.
upset if that's
Age
turkey.
is in
I
that
don't recognize it.
area. Proof, we said 100. I don't know bottle. I'll let you guys go with bottle and distillery.
Here's Tommy.
I can't pull enough
Here's
to
Tommy
really
D.
to give some beneficial input on that one.
It
But
does
the color was
hit
really
me kind of
dark.
like a Barton.
Yeah.
That
Barton.
cherry, that spicy oak. That's
What would it be like at that age? We got Calumet,
or Sam Houston.
Or Sam Houston's.
the Sams. I've never had a 1792 12 year to know what that profile is. But
It
this
drinks way less than that and way less oak on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot sweeter.
Okay.
Mm,
All right, bring it. I'll give you 30 seconds.
Distillery Barton. Is that what we're doing?
yeah, we'll go with Barton.
I think Barton.
So,
Barton. And do we have a bottle guess?
Cal 15? What do
Yeah,
y'all
that's
think?
fine.
Cal
I'm good
15.
with that.
Okay.
Cal 15.
Because honestly, the Sam Houstons are a little bit better than this for me typically, but it's very reminiscent of that 14, 15, 16-year Barton.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's grade this one. And then remember to keep a track at the end. Grade them A, B, C, and D on your favorites as you make your way through the flight. So blue is Kelsey, Durrell, Ethan, and Katie. Red is going to be me
For the bad guys.
for the devil in this.
Do we reveal the bottle
scenario.
after? Because I know you're going to give us points right now. I forget if you reveal it.
We'll just do
I'll
points.
reveal at the end, but I'll give points for now.
Just points. Got it.
So you guessed 14 years.
Mm-hmm.
And out of that, you got 0 points.
So how close do we got to be? Within how many?
Within 2 years.
No. 2 years to get points.
Which gets hard on when you think it's an older whiskey.
All right.
100 proof is what you said.
Really quick. Be right back.
100
Sorry.
proof is what you said, and you were within 5, which gets you 3 points, but gets me 2. No, it gets me 1. Actually, I should have 1 less on each of those. There we go. Now I'm back on track. I was getting the points for exact match. So you said it was a bourbon. It is definitely a bourbon. You said it was not finished, but it is finished. Kentucky is correct from Kentucky. It is not Barton, and it is not Calumet.
So it was bourbon, right?
Yes.
But it was bourbon. Yeah.
What was the proof?
Interesting.
So
We're within 5.
you squeaked it out. You were within 5 on the proof. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait,
Your
at the end
instincts
there.
were
Sorry.
were
Did you say
right,
it's-
Ethan and Katie.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Jeff. Carry on.
He'll be back.
That was it. That was my comment.
Oh,
To
I,
grab some food with a friend.
I missed what you said at the end about Cal and Barton. How were we on those?
It is
No.
not either.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Into
what Kentucky?
I bet
Sample
I think it's a wine finish.
B.
That's immediately what I picked up on A. Then it kind of faded away. But
I don't get a wine finish on that.
I
I'm
got
wondering if
sherry
it's-
immediately.
I'm
I
wondering
had
if
sherry.
it's toasted or double oak. Then
See, I don't get marshmallow, so I'm not thinking toasted. And for me, I would expect more texture out of a wine finish.
I'm curious.
just
Like
not
when I
getting
first
that
nosed it, I was like, "Oh, it smelled like the damn sherry one that we did," and like I just get small vibes of like sherry or port. But we'll see. We'll see what it is. We on to B, right? So we got a total of what, 7 that round? To
So you
get
got
5.
7, but I am in it. So
What was the proof? Sorry.
You
We were
squeaked
just
out.
within
Oh no, we
5.
don't know. We just scored points.
Yeah. Oh, I can tell you the proof. 104. So
104. Okay.
fits within the lines that Katie and Ethan were thinking. Just that smidge above 100.
Got it. All right.
But let's get into B here.
That's really different.
See, I can smell this. Perfectly
Yeah,
fine.
change up.
Like custard and licorice are the first 2 notes that I get off of it.
See, and man,
Like the black licorice, like the really strong black licorice.
Anise.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so oily.
ton of barrel
Yes.
char.
And that could be the licorice.
All right. So Gandhi, let us know what you think of this one too as you're going into B.
This is finished. This tastes like freaking.
Oh wow.
It tastes like the hard. No, it drinks too
No.
light. But it tastes like the finished hard truth for me. But it's drinking too light for that. Hold on.
I've never had this much like licorice notes on anything that I've tasted or smelled.
This is
before.
malty. Like it's that vibe I get on Vic's multi ho.
Mm-hmm. Or like a.
Or
Yeah,
even
I can
the-
see it being an old line too. Like
Old
that
line,
malty.
the Jack. Like it's. I'm thinking sherry immediately on this.
Yeah,
Sherry
I would
finish.
say sherry finished.
All right, you guys remember
It's
bottle
malty.
caps as kids? The candy bottle caps?
Mm-hmm.
Root beer bottle cap.
Jeff, for type,
I
it's
remember
bourbon, rye. You got American in there?
Bourbon, rye, American single malt. I'll keep it to those 3. for
Bourbon,
this
rye,
particular
or
blend.
American single malt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
This
Um,
is really malty. I
that
love
hits
it.
me like a sherried scotch.
Oh, the nose is
But it's
lovely.
not
though.
scotch, so it's gotta be.
Hey, Stu. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, Stu.
Yeah,
One from
cheers, Stu.
Tennessee.
It's Jeff's birthday today. Katie's was Sunday. Chris's was Monday.
MJ's is today.
Yeah. So a lot of
Mark's
people.
was Sunday.
Yeah,
Marky.
a lot of fun.
You know, Kelsey, I got a sip of water there. That licorice dies down a little bit. I was getting that right with you every step of the way there. And I was like, man, I have not gotten that on this yet. like before when I drank this before, so I had to wash out. It might just be the influence of the thing that came before, but I was totally there with you. It caught me by surprise.
If you run them over, then yeah.
Yeah, I think what I'm calling barrel char is what y'all are saying is licorice. I'm just not that familiar with licorice. I was never a huge fan.
It's very strong still for me on the nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't escape it now that you said it out loud. I can't escape it.
Mm. I really love the nose though on this.
Mhm.
I'm not sure if this is bourbon. I get so much malt that makes me think American single malt, or just a heavily finished sherry bourbon. I can't see this being a rye.
No.
No.
I agree.
I'm with
Like,
you
I
on the
think it's
single
a
malt train.
single
I'm
malt.
more on that maltiness train.
Well, so could it be one of those 51 corn, 49 barley MGP barrels?
God, this just smells way. I don't know how many.
birthday,
What
MJ.
other? Who produces that? Like which bottles would have that mash bill? I want to know if I
Thank you,
had
John.
one. Do you
All
know?
I've had it with is single barrels.
Yeah, I haven't
Shit,
had.
I've had like
Which
the normal.
mash bill, Ethan, are you saying 5149?
Yeah, corn to barley.
I don't think so.
I don't know that I've had a ton of those, but this doesn't hit me like any MGP thing that I've ever tasted. There's too much of that licorice note for me, and I don't know what it is about tonight. I don't know if it's what I ate before or whatever else, but everything is drying the fuck out of my mouth right now.
See, this isn't crazy drying for me. I think the sherry is what makes it not be that drying.
Kelsey, could this be? And this would be the third time we had it. Could this be the Untitled that we didn't like originally?
God, I hope.
Would I play that card again?
Yes, you
I don't
would.
know, dude. Just to see if it progressively gets better. Like it's funky like that, but
Mount Palette has changed a lot since we went on that trip, so it's very possible. We were pretty toasted when we tasted that anyway. So
it's like I get maltiness, but now like on the palate, it just seems like it's a finished bourbon instead of a finished American single malt.
Could it be a finished driftless with that malt?
The proof is just well, I've never had low proof driftless to know. I've only had like their single barrels that have been like 120. And this is definitely not 120 proof. This is drinking like a 100 to 105 range for me.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's higher than the first 105, 107, somewhere in that range. But it could be higher too. There's a nice spice on the back end.
what's up, Donald Rance? Cheers. Whiskey Yoda. He said happy birthday and cheers. Cheers to you, buddy. Good to see you, man.
I was premature, John G, so it was like 8, maybe 7 months ago for me, but different story.
Yeah, this one got me a little confused. What's the consensus on type?
Let's start locking down some answers.
I can kind of go both directions. Like I'm leaning more towards finished bourbon than single malt, but like it's like 50-50 almost for me. Like I can kind of flip a coin.
Do you guys remember the 21090 pick that they did that was 120?
Which one?
The Still Austin?
Yeah. Does it remind you of that at all? I mean, the custard part does, but I don't remember it being this fruit forward.
I don't think it was that fruit forward.
But this proof seems way too low to be that. And this seems too malty. And I haven't even had that pick, but it seems too malty to be that.
Yeah, this drinks like a weird mash bill bourbon to me, finished in
something
sherry, or maybe it could be a sherry Scotch finish. That would be interesting.
I can go with that. I can go with bourbon that's finished. Sure. What are you guys thinking on proof?
Bourbon. I'm at like 105-ish.
Yeah, I'm in that 105, 107 range, somewhere in that ballpark.
Yeah, I think it drinks a little bit above what we just had, which seemed to drink like 100 to me, but was 104. So yeah.
So I mean, it
105
could be even as high as 110 at that if it's
Yeah.
even higher, you know.
I was thinking 107 as well, and the more that I drink this, and the more I'm agreeing with Darrell as far as an MGP finish.
Like a weird,
Yeah.
multi finish.
Mhm.
Where are you at, Ethan, in proof?
Do we want to hedge a little and go like 108? Give ourselves some latitude up and down?
Sure. I'm good
Yeah,
with that.
I'm fine with that.
Because there's a lot of spice on that back end that's just telling me maybe it's a little bit higher. Just a little
So
bit.
Ron's right there with you. Batting in that same range.
Kelsey dropped.
Ooh, lost
Let's
Kelsey.
count for a sec.
Keep going.
You going?
He didn't like
Bye.
sample B. B was enough. He's like,
I'm not getting a crazy amount of age
I
in
don't know.
this. I would think between 6 to 8 years
That's kind of where I'm at.
on
5
this.
to 8.
Yeah.
So
Where are you at, Kelsey?
give me one number.
7.
7,
Seven.
6,
7.
5, 8. Where are you at, Ethan?
I like the 7. I feel like it'd be more grainy if it were a little any younger than that.
So that splits where we're at because I'm like 6 to 8.
Yep.
Katie's
works.
5 to 8. So 7 years for us.
Indiana MGP.
It's either that or I haven't had that old line stuff, man. But this
I've
one,
only had it the one time.
but it was bourbon. I mean, that was a single malt.
Yeah,
And
those
this
are single
definitely
malt.
has changed to not drinking like a single malt.
no, it doesn't. It's just so much like finish influence that makes me think around that area. But I think more so bourbon finished.
Cheers, Dunny.
So
Cheers, Dunny.
Indiana, you think it's MG?
That's the only thing that comes to my mind after drinking it more and more. I mean, I can see that being finished. I could also see it being, if it's not finished, it could be one of those Lauren stashes, but to me, it doesn't come across on the palate like that.
Mm-mm. It's not nearly sweet enough to be one of the Lauren stashes.
I mean, I'll play devil's advocate. Could it be from Middle West?
I've only had their pumpernickel.
So I haven't had I don't remember the finished bourbon. We have the finished wheat whiskey, and it's not enough finish to be that wheat whiskey.
Okay.
They finished the hell out of that wheat whiskey.
Yeah.
But it could be the bourbon.
All right, so we can do.
I still think we stay with.
You want to do
Mhm.
like distillery MGP and do state Kentucky, like hedge a bit, or flip flop the two to cover, like, you know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, I'm fine going MGP Indiana,
Okay,
but that's the consensus.
I'm not sure. That's my thing.
It tastes very
Um,
familiar, though.
All right.
All right,
You
so
think maybe it's
Indiana,
a pot still and it's throwing us for a loop, y'all?
a pot still?
That's the best damn pot still I've ever tasted in regards to bourbon, if it is.
That grain character, I don't know.
I don't have a bottle guess.
This one's throwing you for a loop.
Yeah.
Did you say type? What'd you say on type? Let me make
Bourbon.
sure I
I
got
said
this.
bourbon.
Bourbon.
Yeah,
Finished, not finished.
finished for sure. It's got to be.
Okay. All right. So just give me a bottle and let's move on to the next.
My
one
only
here.
guess would be that funky untitled because it's like weird like this. That's from MGP. I don't. Do you guys, the Turks, you got a bottle guess in mind?
No.
No.
No. All right, so we can go with that. It's probably wrong, but we'll just do that untitled. I'm not sure the number on that, Jeff, but you know what I'm talking about.
Okay, I got you. You don't have to name the batch. I just said the bottle.
Yeah.
All right. So on age, you said 7 years,
7.
and you got 0 points.
Okay.
On proof,
0
you
meaning
said
that it was not age stated, or 0 meaning that we weren't close enough?
you weren't close enough.
Okay.
You said 108 proof, and I'm giving you the exact match. So that's 5 points.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
108 point something.
Bourbon, it is not.
So it's American single malt.
It's a rye.
Is it what? Holy
I think
moly.
I know what this is now.
Do you?
Finished. You said yes, and you are correct.
Yeah.
Before you say
Indiana.
anything,
Indiana, yeah.
I think it might be a Sagamore Sherry.
Is it?
Indiana, you said, and it was Indiana. So that's true. MGP, it is not.
Well, it's not Sagamore then.
So it's not Stag.
And Untitled, it is not.
Mm.
But that was a
Interesting.
pretty good,
That's a rye, though?
a pretty
That's
good
crazy.
gap there.
Dude. The finish hides the rye crate. Like,
Yeah,
crazy.
absolutely, it does.
All right.
Can we know the finish?
Time. No, you cannot.
No.
You will get it. You will get it in the reveal.
All right.
Now it's time for sample
Let's
C.
All right. So the finish theme, guys,
got
the first two are finished.
78 people still hanging out with us tonight. Thank you so much, everybody, for the super chats. We're running a bit long as we go through this perplexing flight that I gave them. So the super chats will go until the top of the hour at 9, and then we can send everyone over to Jason that wants to go over there. I imagine we'll get partially through sample C, and then you can hang out with us as we go into overtime for sample D.
Jeff, did you say the second was MGP? Sorry. It wasn't, right?
Was not.
Was not. Okay.
But it was Indiana, just not MGP.
And Ron, as we go through this, give me like a thumbs up or thumbs down. I need to know your order at the end of this Gandy Road as well.
I'd
That'd
say
be
thumbs
funny.
up on this one.
That'd be funny if it's freaking the hard truth sherry finish that I am the first sip reminded me of that. But I don't know the proof on or the salt turns.
Well, he said it was sherry, right?
No, he didn't.
I did not
Just
reveal
say
that at all.
finished. Okay.
But the
Yeah, I
salt
just said
turns is
finished.
low, and I haven't had that one. That's like a 1.0 something proof.
Okay.
But that was the first
Ooh.
vibe I got. But
All right.
C is
All
the
right.
Oh.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
saying- he's saying-
going
he's
through 'em,
saying-
right?
C raises the bar here. Let's see.
I like the palette the best so far on C.
The nose is, I can't
The
pick
nose is
much
pretty
out,
good.
but it feels a little more complex.
There's a lot going on coming off of everything.
Oh yeah.
It's proofier too. I'm with you, Jeff. I got my nose down in there and I was like, nope, got to reset.
That's more up my alley already. As my lights flickering on me, I'm not sure what's going on here.
Man, there's like so many. There's like all the fruits from the bee is like still swinging him.
Yeah.
I'm like wearing it like a cologne.
Yeah, this is my favorite so far. This is more conventional on the nose and the palate for me.
That's not for me.
No? Oh wow.
That's medicinal cherry.
Huh.
I can see that, Ethan.
There he's there. Yeah.
Medicinal cherry and heavy tannin to round it out.
The
I'm okay
first,
with the
sip
heavy
was,
tannin.
the first sip that I had was all cinnamon. And then the second sip that I had was all like right in the middle, spice and then tannin. They go straight to the tannins right after the spice.
See, I like that. I immediately go towards bourbon on this.
I agree.
I agree.
Are you there, Kelsey?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go back and smell A now compared to C. Holy crap. That's way different now.
The front of the palate's really
Oh my
nice.
gosh, that's delicious.
And
Yeah,
that's when
right?
that cherry comes in and I can't.
Oh man,
Maybe.
Darrell,
Ooh.
just smell A now.
Yeah. It's like custard.
Mm-hmm.
Red winey.
Yeah, what's weird is I get more rye. I don't know if it's what we tasted before, but I get more rye notes on this than I did on the palate of B. But it could just be that influence of the two playing together.
Mm-hmm.
Custard and maple syrup. Wow. Yeah, that cherry toned down a bit on second sip. It's not as offensive for me.
I like
But
this.
I mean, that's a hell of a flavor profile. even for it being like not down the middle for me, like there's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on this one.
Are you guys getting
Particularly
quite a bit of proof difference?
Dude.
Yeah.
I
would
think
say
it's a little
I was
above.
At least 10 points difference in proof.
Yeah, I was in the range of like 115, 117.
Same here.
Well,
In that
somewhere in
area.
that range, yeah. Then
Yeah.
So.
Me too.
Katie, you're around that area? Are you not? Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Richie. Yeah, you guys hit the like button. We appreciate that. It does help us and the channel a lot. So,
Jeff,
And everyone, we got 3 minutes left on the super chat. So there's going to be 4 winners tonight. The Darrell, Kelsey, and I are each giving away some blind flights with some epic pours in it. And then Ethan and Katie are giving away a gift card to Drifting Drams Coffee.
Yeah. Man.
We'll go at 117 proof. Jeff.
Okay.
Give us like a 1 point buffer.
And we
said
locked
bourbon.
in. We locked in bourbon. Good.
yeah.
I don't think this one is finished. Although the first 2 were. Are you guys getting finished vibes?
I don't think it is, but
NBC on C. It doesn't remind me of that MGP Gandhi. I could be wrong, but like the more I've been drinking those and falling in love, like there's certain notes that I pick up pretty quick. And I didn't get it on this one, but that's not to say it is an NBC.
I can kind of see where he's getting some of that. I would go more NBC rye. If I was going to go NBC, I would rather go rye than bourbon because I get more of those notes on some of that. EJ's in for 2. Thank you.
All right. And he's giving them to MJ.
A little birthday gift.
Yeah.
This comes across a little bit more Indiana, MGP forward. Not so much Indiana. Well, not just Indiana in general, but God, like you threw us for a loop on these, Jeff, which I appreciate. I'm really curious to what A is like. That one was
This
weird.
hits me way more like a rye, guys, than a bourbon, but I could just be completely, my palate could be shot. Actually, I'm going to go get some water. I'll be right back.
I'm blowing everybody out. So also be thinking about aged and finished here.
Oh wow.
I'm in like the 10-year.
JG is in. He's in for the long shot, he says. I got good odds.
I'm like 8 to 10 year. Like something about it makes me think it's a little older than what it's presenting itself to be. But yeah, I would be around like 8 to 10 years. I'm not sure where you two.
What were you saying on?
And Travis. Cheers, Travis.
I'm sorry. Kel?
What were you saying on age?
Age 8 to 10. Like something's presenting itself a little older in this whiskey. It's more of like a bitterness that I get off like of some higher age stuff, but it's not so much the oak on the nose, which you can usually pick up immediately. It just I don't, the way it drinks for me makes me think it's in that area. What do you guys feel? We can hedge like with, in the middle of or the average of what everybody thinks, but I would say 9 for me. Any thoughts?
9. I'd be fine doing that.
What were you thinking though?
I was thinking maybe a little bit lower, maybe in that 7-8 year, but it's right around there. So that's why I'm.
And yourself, Ethan? I know you said like some like tannicness to it.
Yeah. Honestly though, I'm kind of developing a theory on this.
Thank you, Marine.
Maybe 8.
8. Okay. So in that wheelhouse, we'll see what Kelsey says.
Some hard truth and some coffee malt. Or chocolate malt. I might try that later, Tony.
Ugh.
Cheers,
The
buddy.
only way
Thank
to
you.
drink the coffee melts in the melon camp, guys.
Oh, crap.
I said it
All
first.
right. MJ MJ's in too. She's doubling down on her birthday luck here.
Nice.
Happy birthday, MJ. All right.
All right.
All right. Kelsey, what do you think on age?
Mm,
Let's lock
I'm
in
gonna
these
say-
answers so we can move on to the finale.
I'm gonna say like younger. I'm gonna say between 5 and 6 years.
So we'll take the lowest of ours, which was 8. We're between like 7 to 9 in that range.
Okay.
So we'll stick in kind of split the difference a bit.
Okay.
I get MGP vibes on this. What
Okay.
do you guys in terms of state? Do you think MGP Indiana, or do you think it's somewhere else? Like flavor profile is pretty similar. That I don't think it's something crazy. Like I think all of these are like either Kentucky or Indiana. Like
I could see MGP on this.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And Gandy just put
I'll
in
trust Joe.
his answers.
What did NBC?
See, he was with me, right?
Rye.
So he's right there on
116
Bruce.
Bruce.
Sure,
116
NBC.
Crew.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah. He's
I
with
could
Kelsey.
see that
Thinks it's a
Rye.
little younger. Yep.
Thanks
I could see Rye
huh?
over bourbon.
The
Really?
finish is what gets me, though.
Actually, shit. Going back to the nose, I could probably flip flop to a rye.
I mean, if y'all want to adjust, that's fine with me. This one,
I'm fine flopping back to a Rye.
this one's not.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
well,
Ethan.
What
It's
about you,
okay.
Kelsey?
You're good, man.
Kelsey, you good
I mean,
with a
it's
rye?
still an interesting pour. It's
Yeah.
just not
That's what I said it was.
Cheers.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, that initial going back to it made me think rye. So yeah,
So let's
117
lock these
proof,
in. So Rye.
117 proof
Rye.
rye, 8-year, not finished, right?
Not
Correct.
finished.
Not finished.
MGP Indiana.
MVP, so Indiana, Kentucky. I don't have a bottle gas. Freaking, we'll go MGP as distillery. Bottle gas. What the heck could go like taste like that?
I would just say NBC Rye. I would
All
just
right,
say
we'll go
Rye.
NBC. NBC
Okay.
rye for bottle
All right. Gandy, they're going with
Wait,
your guess.
no, that wouldn't be-
You planted the seeds there on the rise. All right. So before we get to the reveal of points, we've got some people, just so we can be respectful of everybody's time. Let's do the super chats. We got
Okay.
62 people still hanging out with us. We have one more sample to do. We will do the giveaways here first. So let me turn off the banner here. But please make sure you hit that like button. Let me open up the wheel.
One quick thing. Ethan, did you say you got cherry on that one or no?
Initially, he got the medicinal.
Initially.
I copied the link from there.
Okay, that's funny. I wonder if it's
And your wheel should be good, Jeff.
the Mash and Journey
Double check one
Cherry.
more time.
cherry
Perfect.
Dr. Pepper rye.
Thank you.
Mash and Journey.
Good.
Well, go ahead, Jeff. D
That
is
would be
different
funny.
than Rye.
D. Oh yeah, I guess we
D's
can
are-
kind of start diving into that while you're doing that, right?
These, we'll see. All right, so I'm going to randomize 3 times, and all of Shauna's names stayed together
Only
regardless
3?
if I randomize.
Stop it,
Okay,
Katie.
3 more.
Katie, stop encouraging him.
So this will be the first winner here. We'll go down the line. We'll go around the screen. I'll start out. I'm giving away a sample of the 2019 birthday bourbon, and then I will accompany that with a 3 sample blind flight.
Good luck, everybody. Thanks
Good luck.
for all of your
Yeah.
support.
Ooh, is it the yellow? Oh, it's almost the yellow.
Richie
Richie
Z.
Z.
All right. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, Richie Z, buddy.
Congrats.
All right. Now this will be for Darrell's. No,
Ooh.
well, now I'm getting confused on the direction. Darrell's now next to me. So
Yeah.
Darrell's flight.
By the way, Richie Z, let me know that you got your hand delivery, by the way, that I sent you.
Shauna Marie.
There we go. All
I know
right.
her.
All
I
right.
could
Congrats,
probably
Shauna.
actually hand deliver that.
All right. Another winner. This one's for Kelsey's Flight, which will be a Hard Truth sample pack all over the place. I love sipping through those. Did you know that it was going to be?
Oh my God!
Or were you just saying that?
I swear, Mark, you need to be buying lottery tickets, brother. You were like the luckiest person.
I'm playing the odds, man. He didn't win yet, so
congratulations, Mark.
That's funny.
Oh my gosh! All right,
Oh,
and then our last winner will be for the gift card to Drifting Dram Coffee.
That's funny. Congrats, Mark. Killing it.
Marine.
Nice.
Hey,
Marine.
Nice. All right.
Cheers,
Marine
Marine.
will definitely enjoy that. That's for sure.
Congratulations to all of our winners, and thank you so much for supporting the channel and everything. We really appreciate it. It goes a long way.
Super rigged. Always.
All right, so points. We haven't done points yet. So points on the third sample. You said 8 years. Non-age stated. So I'll wipe that one out.
Okay.
The proof, you said 117. It's actually 111.
Okay.
So you're within 8. So that's 2 points, but then 2 points for me. So we're going to split that one. All right. So then this one's actually a Boo Rye. So I didn't want you to guess Boo Rye. If you guessed bourbon or rye, I was giving you the points.
So just Sarah. Oh, well.
You're good there. Finished. You said no, but it is finished.
Damn, it's got to be a finished team, dude. 3 for 3. Makes me think freaking D doesn't taste finished.
You said Indiana, but it's Kentucky.
Okay.
So a few more points for the bad guy.
KY.
It is not MGP and it is not NBC since it's not Indiana. Well, I guess it could still be NBC, but it is not.
You didn't say the age, right?
I did not say the age. Oh, well, I said it wasn't age stated, actually.
Oh, okay. And I guess.
So you're good there. And then let's finish it off with D.
Bourbon.
All right. Cheers, everybody. And I'm really looking forward to this reveal. Don't forget, I also need the order of what you like. Now, Kelsey, I heard your first reaction was a rye on this one. You still feeling that way, or?
I'm not.
No.
This reminds me of old MGP.
If it's rye, it's barely legal. This is so sweet on the nose.
Yeah.
Old MGP or like old Barton. One of the two. I think it's high aged bourbon. Don't know if it's MGP or Barton, but I think it's one of the two.
I would lean more Barton than MGP on this one.
Like I dig this. This may be my favorite of the four.
Oh, really?
It's just more conventional for me.
That finish is so tannic.
The tannic, you got that on C2, which I didn't get. I don't know.
I got a little bit of it there too, Ethan. But I'll be honest, it dried me out on that.
Maybe the tannins probably due to, I think it's high age.
I think you're right.
Yeah. See, everybody, like, people do get tannins. Like me, I don't despise, like, heavily yoked, right? Like, in that, I don't know, that rubs some people the wrong way. Like, you get those tannins, the dryness, the bitterness.
Which is hilarious because you don't like bitterness in coffee.
I don't. Because there's some flavor involved with that bitterness in coffee.
Well, so for me, like, I actually like tannins when there's sweetness that goes with it. But for me, I'm not getting a ton of sweetness. I'm getting a little bit of cherry that's tending toward medicinal, and then it finishes tannic. So it's like there's no saving grace for me with this. This tastes like more of C for me.
Gotcha.
This tastes more
Oh,
like
man.
Kentucky to me on the
Yeah.
bourbon side.
Kentucky. Okay. If it's Kentucky, I'm in that Barton area. Like I can see MGP, but I can also see high age Barton.
I'm getting
Yeah.
some good fruits off that finish now, Ethan.
Um,
I'm curious.
I
Finish
dig
off,
it.
yeah.
I think this is
Full-
high age. So we went 14 years on the first one, and we didn't even get points, right?
Yeah,
Is that right?
that is
That
correct.
came across like super.
It came across as high aged on the nose.
Yeah, that's
This has that. This has the Kentucky vibe to it.
The
Yeah,
nose
this-
is becoming like a cherry Danish.
So we think Kentucky for
Mhm.
state.
Mm-hmm.
Age, dude, 14 to 16 years. I would be happily surprised if it's under that.
I don't
in
think
a
it's
state
that
like
old.
this.
I
You don't think it's
like-
that old?
I think it's like 12 years at the most.
Really? Shit. Okay. Where are you at, Turks?
I'm in that 12 to 14 range.
12 to 14. Ethan?
I'm gonna go 14 or
14.
15.
So let's say 13. 13 years. We'll split hairs. Finished. I do not think this, even though the first three were finished, I don't think this one's finished. What do you guys
I
think?
don't either, but
don't.
well, no, one was the first three were finished. We got one on the finish. We're good there.
Yeah.
Or B.
Did I trick you the entire time just to not have it finished on the last one?
This doesn't give me any vibes of a finish
Mm-mm.
at all.
If it's finished in old overused bourbon barrels.
Yeah.
Has anyone tried that before? I wonder if that should be a thing. Finished in Calumet 15 barrels, yeah?
Mhm. Yeah, I don't think it's finished.
Kelsey, you good with that?
Yeah. I'm good at used to being wrong, so I've been wrong all night.
Yeah.
No,
I think bourbon.
bourbon.
What do you guys think?
I think bourbon.
Bourbon for
Yeah.
Ethan.
Mm-hmm.
Kelsey, bourbon. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Proof. This one's, I think, lower proof than C.
I think so. I think it's in that 110 to 115 range.
I was going to say 110, so I'm right
That's
there.
what I was thinking too. 110. Spot on.
We'll do that. I was thinking 107-ish, but we'll do 110. So 110 bourbon, not finished, Kentucky, 13 years on age. We got bottle and distillery left, guys. God.
What did you
I
say
think-
for state?
We said Kentucky. I would
Kentucky.
lean more towards Barton if it's not MGP. I think it's one of the two, but I'm good with Barton. If you guys are kind of all in on the Kentucky vibe, I don't think it's anything outside of that.
You don't think it could be anything else other than Barton?
So, what are we thinking at that around that age in Kentucky? What are you thinking? Sorry,
I could see this being an old disco,
an old disco.
like a disco 3, disco 4.
Oh, man, no.
It just
No?
drinks. The proof drinks too low for it to be that for me. That those original ones were really high in proof and spicy.
They were also really good.
This is really good.
This is
No,
really
this-
good.
I'm with Ethan on this one. This is definitely not Disco 3 or 4 because those were two of my favorite batches.
It's not 4. I know it's not 4. 100%. It's not 4. But
I'm going to lean either towards Barton or Beam. I think this could be an Knob Creek 15 year, 100 proof. Simply for the fact that I don't like it as much. I would lean towards Beam.
yeah, it's starting to drink less than 110 for me too.
It is drinking very beamy.
See, I'm not
No.
getting that nuttiness off it, though.
But the 15 years, the ultra age stuff is not nutty that I've had from Beam. It gets more fruit forward.
I'm kind of in that boat after having that. I want to save a little bit just to drink after he
Right.
reveals.
Yeah.
I need
Right.
a distillery and a bottle.
Let's go
You want to go with Beam and go
Let's
with
go Beam.
Knob Creek 15?
Sure. See, what I
Sure.
could see Jeff doing is that single barrel that he brought to the trip,
Which single barrel?
the Knob Creek. I could see him like plotting with
Uh,
that one.
Oh, you could see me plotting. Maybe.
Maybe. Would you
Maybe.
be that
if
bold?
that
Jeff?
one, if that
Maybe
specific
says
single barrel was in here,
A124. If that's A124, that's not as good as I remember it being.
bourbon not.
He's picking up on the age too, though, with that.
Yeah.
All right, so
It
we
wasn't-
got our
Wasn't the A124, was it low proof?
kind of
All right.
yeah, it's under early.
Yeah.
Well, let's-
I think it was under
finish-
120.
Okay.
Let's finish the points here. I need a ranking order, so think of that as I go through these final points.
In terms of just
All right.
flavor, I think
13 years was the guess. 13 years is the answer.
Oh.
That's exactly 3 points.
13. Okay, nice.
110 was the guess on proof. 107 is the proof.
I said
So that's
107.
within
Look at that
5.
shit. Nice.
So that's 3 points, but I get 1. Aha.
13.
It is a
year,
bourbon.
107 proof bourbon. Bourbon. Okay.
It is not finished,
definitely not finished.
and it is a blend from both Kentucky and Indiana. So
maybe Katie was right.
I'll go give you the points there regardless.
What was your
it is
guess, Katie?
it is not
BBC.
Beam.
Or it's not a Discovery series, either
Discovery.
3 or 4.
You said it's not Beam. So it's not Knob Creek 15.
I
It is
think
it
still
is not
has
Beam,
in it.
and it's
I think
and
still
it's
think
not
it has Beam in it.
there is no Beam in it.
So
Are you
Barton.
positive?
Yes. 100% positive that there is no Beam in it.
It drinks
Barton.
Barton for me.
And Barton. I thought
So-
Barton, but I'm good with the consensus. Like, it's not too many Kentucky distilleries that have stuff that age, right? It's literally Barton or Beam typically.
All right.
And when we say Beam, we're like, or Barton, we're like, oh, if we get the cherry, like we kind of narrow it down.
Well,
But I'm
you
curious.
kicked my butt. You navigated this extremely well,
That's what you guys did to me. You doubled my score. One night.
especially
Yeah.
considering from a certain point of view, you've never tasted any of these.
I was pretty certain on a couple of them, and I said that.
I said from a certain point of view, you haven't tasted any of these.
All right. Well, I know
Oh,
for
wait, I need
sure.
your ranking. I need your ranking.
I go reverse order.
Darrell, reverse order?
DCBA for me.
Okay. Kelsey?
I'm gonna go ACDB.
ACD.
Okay.
A first, huh?
Katie.
A's so weird.
ADBC.
God, you guys got
All
A.
right.
What the heck? I can't taste A.
What is yours?
It's interesting.
I'm at
Ethan.
BADC.
What was it?
BAD.
Bravo Alpha Delta Charlie.
All right.
And then Gandy's at ACDB.
God,
And
three
then
of you got
Gandy.
A. Jeez Louise.
A. That warms my heart. D.
I may be broke.
B. All right. A. Wait, there's. Oh, see, there's the extra letter. I see. ACDB. Got it.
No way, Gandy Road. If so, then this
I think
this flight to
No.
something
Because
really
that I tasted that in Indiana, and that was freaking really,
double
really
double
good.
delicious.
Well, we got 48 people in here waiting for the reveal. Hopefully, this is worth it. So,
God, what the
If
heck
not,
is A?
blame Jeff.
let me tell you what A is.
Yeah, because that thing's wild.
That so
I haven't had
A,
that.
A is the winner of the night. It seems like, right?
It's crazy.
Like
Not for
A
me, it
was
last place for me.
everybody but Darrell's first or second. So I can't show you the bottles. This
I
is
think-
the O Sherry New Riff 8-year.
So it's a
Wait.
blend.
Oh, Jesus.
Interesting.
Old
So,
cherry.
These are all going to be blends that you navigated very, very well. But this is the O Sherry backbone from Mash and Journey blended with the New Riff 8-year.
What were your
So-
proportions?
I said freaking
Thus,
sherry.
my proportions were
immediately.
25% O sherry and 75% New Riff 8. So this entire time I've had to calculate all of the.
Isn't that
proofs.
crazy? As soon as
But-
I nosed it, I said, "Oh, this smells like the old cherry." Oh my
when we
god!
started with this one, it cracked me up. Some of the quotes, though, yeah. Old Barton, tastes like cherry, tastes like sherry. Sam Houston, toasted. Lingering spice from all the rye, from the high rye, from the New Riff. So I was writing down your quotes as we went through this. You did call it 14 years, though. I always think this New Riff 8 keeps coming across older than 8, but
Agreed.
It does.
I could say 10 to 12 on the New Riff 8.
yeah.
Like I would go as high as 12 almost.
The
So
O Sherry is 6 years.
Yeah.
Adding up the 2 years it was in the finishing barrel too. So that's why when you guessed 14, you didn't get any points.
Glad you're
So-
liking it, Richie. Thanks, buddy.
Dude,
The
I
O
called
Sherry
that
New Riff
shit.
8 year.
I called the half of the dang blend immediately on first.
Kelsey, you were getting the pencil shavings, but yeah, once
Yeah.
again from the rebarrel. You were
Mhm.
getting there. I tried to call you off of that to see if I could get you to think about other notes because it's been getting in my head lately. All
Mine
right.
too.
So on this one, so just keep in mind, depending on commentary, I don't know if we were supposed to talk about this one or not, right?
Okay.
So B is the Hard Truth Cigar Blend, and it is a blend of all
Oh.
of the finishes.
We're good on
That's
that one.
awesome.
Okay, that explains what. Okay, yes.
That hit.
And that's
really
exactly
good.
what I freaking said. God, Jesus.
So,
dude, I was
so
locked in,
Darrell
dude.
said, finished Hard Truth. You guys got the funky fruit forward pot still. I think that's the Sauternes. I'll be honest, when I blended this, I put a little bit too much of the Sauternes into it.
And
I debated-
said it, dude.
I debated whether to include it or not. And then I said, no, it has to have all four. And then I was like, oh no. And then I just tried to mix in the
The
others.
Sauternes should be blended like the JD was blended. Whoop,
So
that's it.
that was my
licorice
fault on the
note-
I
blend
didn't like
as
it
I was
much
experimenting.
That
because-
licorice note comes out heavier
Yeah.
Mhm.
now.
If I would have
Dude.
lessened the Sauternes, I think this would have turned out a bit better. So this was approximately, after I tried to blend it out a little bit, 23% of the brandy, the sherry, the cognac, and then 20% the remaining, the Sauternes. So I tried to blend it out a little bit, but I went too aggressive on that first batch. And then I was pot committed because there's only so much I can outblend that one. So
look at that,
I thought
John.
it was hilarious though when we went to that table and
Dude.
he told us that, and I was like, I was just doing that.
Dude, man.
And I get to
Yeah,
watch
I-
all these suckers try it on my channel. on
I get to see
Wednesday.
all of them try this blend. So this blend, I don't know, it ranges in the middle here, second places to last place. So it was a hit or miss.
I think that I would really like that pour by itself, but being in front of A and then going next to C, to me, I think that it ruined it for me as much as it could have been enjoyed. Because to me, like if I just had that by itself, I really think I would really enjoy that.
I think the Sauternes needed to be into it. So one of the things was when I blended just the first three, I was like, it's missing something. I'm going to do the Sauternes, but then I got too aggressive. So there's probably some proportion of that Sauternes that would have narrowed that in. I might try again, though I'm running out of the brandy.
Chris would probably agree with you on that.
Yep. I thought that was so
dude.
funny, though. I thought that was like the funniest
Dude,
moment. I was like, oh,
right
there's a
thinking
sample of
that.
that for everybody at the Airbnb.
Oh my god.
All right. So
All right, let's see, dude. I'm like,
C is the 2XKO.
Kentucky
Gandy said
Owl,
something about
right?
X2XO. Was this the one that he said it on?
2XO vibes.
Gandy,
That's what Gandy wrote
said
that?
2XO vibes at some point. Yes, he did. I
Look
wrote
at
that quote
that.
down.
Nailing it on the head, Gandy. Congrats.
I think it was for the
2XO.
second one though, because he did
He-
say NBC for C.
He did. He
Oh.
said it on. I think he said it on a different one. I wrote down the quote.
Oh.
He said it at some point, which made me laugh, but I don't think it was on the same pour. But this
Okay.
is the 2XKO. It is the favorite of the two XOs from last year, which was the Tribute. 75% of the Tribute, 25% of the KO Rye.
What batch?
Yeah.
That was what, batch 3?
Okay.
We actually killed my bottle of it, so I figured this was a way to go out. Why not?
Nice.
It's a fantastic.
I enjoy that one.
I know
D
Ethan was
and T
not.
for me were really good. A just came across just muted for me, which was weird.
You can, Top Dog, you need to make a shirt for Jeffrey that has your logo on it, that has red eyes. That's the next thing you need to get him. And call it the Evil Flight. Yeah, I like that.
So what are we at?
All right. D? Are you ready for D?
Yep.
Yeah.
If you would have let Katie have the bottle guess, I would have given you the points.
What did you say on
BBC Disco 3 or 4?
This is the Disco Jeff number 3.
What is it?
43%. Remus 5.
Okay.
32% Sam Houston. 23% Russell's 13.
Oh man.
What the fuck, Jeff? God damn.
Yeah, the Remus 5, that's I never would have thought to blend those together.
And his proof
I
is
didn't
107.
anything turkey on this at all. That's crazy.
Remus 5. What were the other two? Sorry.
So I said Remus 5, Sam Houston, and Russell's 13.
And what was the percentage of Sam Houston?
32%.
32.
So
third.
I guess that's where the tannin came from.
No, the tannin came from the Russell's 13.
Either one.
I after going back to it now, knowing that it's the Russells, that's the bean part that I thought was bean. It's that oak note on the Russell's 13.
See, I think we have.
Hey, yes.
They did so well though.
Oh man.
Yeah. I think we have batch 1 of Russell's 13.
Mm-mm.
No? We have 2? We have 5.
Yeah.
Whatever it is fruity and delicious. It is they're 0 tannin. Or at least
now batch 2 and 3, which is probably what he has. One of those is super oaky. And
yeah, mine's 3.
yeah,
mine's
3 was the oakiest out of all of them. That's where it's coming from.
Gotcha.
So cheers, Mojo.
That's another shirt I'd see. Whack the Ripper.
So what I could see is like Dr. Evil. Jeff is Dr. Evil with the pinky.
So Ethan, thus the many tricks up my sleeves. I had 5 tricks up my sleeves by the end of the night.
Oh goodness.
Oh,
well,
goodness.
I mean, so surprise on the blinds. I know we're kind of doing this later, maybe with Cam. Darrell, challenge is on for you to do something now. But where this started, by the way, was I had a little bit of an O'Sherry left, and I've got to make some room to avoid floor whiskey situations. So I mixed the O'Sherry with New Riff, just laughing in my head that it'd be like the New Riff malted rye that I love so much. And then it was really good. And then I just started coming up with other ideas. And then I said, well, this is the theme for tonight. This all came together last week. So these haven't had too long to blend, which was the worry that I had sticking it out there. Because, yeah, I just blended these right before I got picked up everybody, essentially, and made you the box.
Which Sam Houston is that?
Sam Houston, it is, let's see. It's it's one of the batches. It's a KY. Oh, no, it's the KY1.
14,
it was
15,
the
16. Sorry.
14 or 15.
15. Sam Houston 15, KY1.
Russell's 13, and what was the other one?
Remus 5.
Remus 5.
I fully committed to this bit on the bottles.
I think we can blended them all.
I did.
Oh, okay. I'm blending it with you.
The master blend.
I had a fair amount of C&D left and a little bit of A and
Oh,
B.
what's the Sauternes gonna do this thing? Let's see.
So-
Destroy it all. Destroy it all. That's what it will do.
Well, so I only had a little bit of that one because I drank most of it.
All right.
What were you saying?
So the funny thing, Jeff, is I almost pulled out our O'Sherry when I came up to set
Ooh.
up earlier and like set it on the table as like pours that we were gonna have with you tonight because like every bottle had a meaning. And I was like, oh, I should grab the O'Sherry. It's right there. It's like, we have half a bottle left. Sure, we'll do that.
The blend's not bad.
staring at us.
Blenders
Guys,
is not
thanks.
too bad.
Thank you guys for sticking around. We have 41 people left in the chat. It's 8:30. We need to let you guys go and head over to Jason and see what he's doing. I know he's doing a big flight, I believe. So thank you guys so much. Ethan and Katie, as always, love hanging out with you guys.
Thank you guys.
Cheers, y'all. Thanks for having us.
Make sure you guys go check out Drifting Drams coffee. Delicious, delicious coffee. I promise you. It's not like anything that you've tasted before. So make sure you guys head over to their site, become a patron of theirs. I'm telling you, it's one of the best things that I look forward to every month. So I love it. So
We try to have something for everybody, and we just dropped some decaf, and soon we're going to have some barrel-aged decaf on the site.
Mm-hmm.
nice.
All right.
Very nice. All right, Jeff, you want to finish off us here to close us out? I don't even know what I'm saying.
Close us out here. Kelsey, thank you for ending things. You're like, get it done, everybody. But yes, everybody go over to Jason at the Mash and Drum. Tell him we sent you. Thank you so much for hanging out during the special birthday celebration and humoring me for this reveal. It was so hard. I mean, I never kept a straight face the whole time. But luckily for me, I never keep a straight face, so I don't have to worry about exposing anything. But thank you for all of the support tonight as well. Really appreciate it. And we'll catch you next week on the next
Thanks, guys.
Whiskey Wednesday.
Cheers,
Goodbye,
everybody.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Jeff, just be friends with me. But you have these whiskey friends, and you say hello again. Oh, Jeffrey, you should just be friends with me. But you have these whiskey friends, and you say hello again. Oh, Jeffrey, you should just be friends with me. But you have these whiskey friends, and you